We are now over a week into the investigation of the murder of 4 University of Idaho students, Maddie Mogen, Xana Kernodle, Ethan Chapin, and Kaylee Gonsalves. Detectives are following up on more than 700 tips. So far, they've interviewed 90 people who may have information about the murders. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Aaron Luna. Idaho State Police are now addressing the misinformation that's been circulating on social media about this case. Our Jordan Smith is live in Moscow with more from ISP. Jordan.
Aaron, Kirsten, good evening. And there's a desperate search for answers, not only by community members and the families of victims, but also investigators themselves. As you mentioned, investigators are combing through roughly 700 different leads and tips and have conducted roughly 100 interviews. Still, though, no suspect in mind, and they're searching for answers. It's been 8 days since the bodies of 4 U of I students were discovered here at a house near King Street. Law enforcement's latest efforts have been sifting through surveillance videos from downtown and any doorbell cameras in the area of the crime scene.
We have requested anybody in the neighborhood around the house, if they have any Ring doorbell, video cameras, security cameras, if they also observed anything kind of off that night.
It's played a role in the 700 plus leads and nearly 100 interviews conducted by law enforcement. But still,
at this point in time, I can say that we do not have any identified suspect, and all options are open.
Detectives remain hard at work, combing through property, looking for any new evidence or leads. For the first time, they closed off this back parking lot as crews searched for new information. Law enforcement is also sifting through misinformation coursing through social media. Snell praised his team for its lack of impact on the investigation itself, but addressed the frustrations it's causing in the community.
From a public relations standpoint, it's quite difficult because what's happening is information's getting out and people are getting upset. It's hard to trust when you don't really know what the correct information is. A lot of people out there want to speculate. A lot of people want to come out of retirement to tell us how to do our job. But ultimately, we have some of the best people from this agency, from the Idaho State Police, from the FBI. I don't know, if you want better techniques, I don't know where else you'd want to go to than, to these agencies.
They acknowledge that information has been slow to reveal itself, but they're releasing what they can while maintaining the integrity of this investigation.
This is a criminal investigation, and so we have to be careful with what we're allowed and what we can release.
Well, and Snell tells me that the best information will remain available on the City of Moscow's website, and they tell me there is a lot of evidence to sift through and to navigate through. Crews are working around the clock here at the crime scene, trying to get new tips, new evidence, searching for answers after a homicide that has devastated this community. We'll have more on this part of the story coming up at 6 o'clock. For now, reporting from Moscow tonight, I'm Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Jordan.